Let's head around the Inside Politics table, ask our great reporters to share a nugget or two from their notebooks. Maeve Reston.
So we've been spending a lot of time out in Nevada, and that state really is getting more and more fascinating by the moment, as we've seen Rand Paul's support collapse to some extent with so many candidates in the race. It's looking like it could turn into a real gut fight between Jeb Bush and Rubio out there. Obviously, you've got as few as 40,000 voters who will be coming out to caucus, so that's a little like, you know, a needle in a haystack. It's going to take a lot of intensive groundwork, and both of them are really getting started on that front, so we'll have to see. And of course, the most important thing is that will be right before the Florida primary, so it could be their last duel.
Organizing a caucus environment makes it more fun. Robert?
In the 2000 campaign, Senator John McCain came out of nowhere in New Hampshire to win the primary. His advisor at the time was John Weaver. Now John Weaver is advising Ohio Governor John Kasich, and when he looks at Kasich's play in New Hampshire, he thinks Kasich's in a strong position. He drew huge crowds this week and almost few, if any, questions about Donald Trump. Kasich's people talking to him on late Saturday, they believe he's drawing a different kind of crowd, people who are looking for someone besides Bush, but more center-right establishment within the party. They think slow and steady, just like McCain in 2000, could win the race.
All right, we'll watch Governor Kasich there. Nia?
Riding with Biden 2016. This, of course, is the draft Joe Biden movement. He has said that he'll decide by early August whether or not he's in this thing. In the meantime, they are organizing in early states. They released a video touting Joe Biden as the best successor to carry on Obama's legacy and the person who really has backed the younger generation. They've got something of a ground game and people in the early states. I think the question is, if Biden doesn't run, and folks think it's pretty unlikely that he actually gets in this thing, where does this support go? We, of course, saw with the Sanders, with the Warren movement, Sanders got that support. Who gets Biden support? Is it Sanders? Is it Clinton? Is it Lincoln Chafee? Who knows? We'll have to see.
Hard to believe it's almost early August. That's the hard July.
Right.
July
Summer's
is
over.
Gone. Lisa?
So to flip-flop is human, at least if you're a politician. But Donald Trump may be one of the biggest wafflers we've seen in a while. Take what he said about President Obama. In 2009, he bestowed one of his highest compliments, saying he would hire him. 2 years later, he's asking for his birth certificate. In 2004, he said he was a Democrat. Now he's running on the Republican ticket. And of course, there's the hundreds of thousands he's given to Hillary Clinton and her family foundation. Now she's the worst Secretary of State in the history of the world. So you can bet that a lot of Republican candidates are studying up on these reversals. The only question, what we're all going to be watching for, is when they use them, and if that happens in 2 weeks in the next debate.
First debate. Look forward to see who pulls that one out of the quiver. I'll close with this. It's no secret Ted Cruz and Mitch McConnell don't like each other and don't trust each other. But the Tea Party senator and presidential candidate from Texas dramatically escalated their feud this past week by going to the Senate floor and publicly and repeatedly calling the majority leader a liar. It was a stunning speech in a chamber where the rules prohibit questioning the character of another senator. At issue was McConnell's decision to allow a vote to restore funding for the Export-Import Bank. Now, the Establishment Chamber of Commerce says that funding is critical to create jobs and keep jobs here in America. Tea Party groups, including those funded by the deep-pocketed Koch brothers, they call it wasteful corporate welfare. Why was Cruz's language so harsh? He says it's all about Senate business, and what he insists is a broken McConnell promise. But others say look at the calendar. They say a Koch brothers retreat this coming weekend may have been a factor, as Cruz looks to stand out among the presidential candidates who would very much like the Koch brothers' backing.